Hello everyone, it's Ace Week, so it's not the last week of October, normally it is. It happens during the spookiest time of the year, but this year, October, the last week is 2 days, and one of those days is Halloween. So, it is now the 22nd to the 28th. It's not really a week, but it is Ace Week. We celebrate all things asexual, including me, because I'm awesome, and I'm great. I'm doing a tier list of asexual representation in media, like asexual fictional characters ranked on like, you know, how well of a job do they do at like representing that. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's just get right into it. All right, Mewtwo. Mewtwo is an animal that was made in a test tube. I don't think Mewtwo knows what sex is, and I don't think that's good representation. I think if you made a character who is gay because they don't know what women are,
what's a woman?
That's not representation.
What's a woman? What's a woman?
I've seen this image thrown around a whole lot. You can pause and read it yourself, but this is, I don't know what this dude's relevance is. He's like the Pokemon man or some shit, but people have like pushed this to be like, oh guys, Ash Ketchum's gay, Ash Ketchum's fucking pansexual, Ash Ketchum's asexual. If you look here, Ash Ketchum's a child, he's like 10 years old. I think for people to interpret Ash Ketchum as asexual, you sort of need to be like a cum brain. You sort of need to be like, he's around all of these women and he's not constantly thinking about sex? What is he, some kind of asexual? Like, I think half of the women that Ash Ketchum hangs out with are also children as well. Let's make this animals and children. Apparently, this is Sketchbook. They're from one of those like object shows that those like autistic people are really into. Here's a fucking notebook. It was just confirmed in like a Q&A or some shit, so it doesn't have anything to fucking do with it. Put that in D. You can go fuck yourself. Mr. Clean. But like, look at it. He fucks. He fucks hard. I think I put them in D as well. They're having sex. They're having lots of sex. I don't fucking care. This is the archivist from the Magnus Archives. Apparently, this is like a podcast that like one of my younger siblings listens to. The archivist was implied to be biromantic and asexual in episode 106, and later confirmed to be asexual in the season 3 Q&A. If it gets confirmed in a Q&A or some sort of interview and it's not in the media itself, I lose a lot of respect for it, because it shows that the character's sexuality isn't important in the actual medium. It's just like, oh, they're asexual. Yeah. I'm just gonna put him in there. The Wasp from Marvel Comics. Although implied to be asexual throughout the Unstoppable Wasp, it was not canonically stated in the series. She was confirmed to be ace on a panel in 2023's Marvel Voices Pride. So this was already like a Pride event, and they were like, oh, the Wasp is asexual, and it literally like says on Wikipedia that nothing in the actual story backs that up. That does not fucking matter. So they're going in deep. Fuck this. This is a Marvel character that I didn't know about. This is Ashley Barton, also known as Spider Bitch. In Old Man Quill, expressing no interest in romantic relationships of any kind on returning from Spider-Geddon, Spider Bitch instead seeks world domination and independence from oversight by Dr. Doom, oblivious to his lack of interest interactions. I'm gonna give Spider Bitch B tier for now, I think. It's like a big meme on Reddit that I've seen, where people are like, what do asexual people think about all the time if they're not thinking about sex? And people go like, taking over the world domination. I think for some Redditor to read that and be like, that's funny, lol, so me, I think that's good. I think Redditors deserve representation too. Elijah from Big Mouth. No, it's a child. It can go in fucking small in Animals and Children. Get fucked. Alistor from Hasbin Hotel. He fucks. He's making fuck me eyes in this photo. He's literally a fucking Tumblr sexy man. I don't give a fuck. Todd Chavez from BoJack Horseman. I haven't watched it. I don't know anything about it, but I know people, they've seen this, and then I've come out to them, and they haven't said it, but I'm aware they've watched the show, and I have enough respect in the show, and like the fact that everyone brings up this character to be like, this is probably good rep. Like, for people to know about this character and understand asexuality through a piece of media, that is like exactly what I want. Fuck, S or A, because I haven't watched it. It could be kind of shit. It's most likely nothing. I think, from what I've heard, it is like a plot line in the show. It is like his whole character. Like he's like discovering himself throughout it. A, just because I haven't seen it. But he's probably good. Everyone always mentions him. Everyone always brings him up. I'll put him in S. He's like the definitive dude. And apparently there's this other character in BoJack Horseman who's like an axolotl, and they're also implied to be ace, but it's like fucking, that's just a person. It's just a random fucking person. I guess D. Like there's not anything there. Oh, it's another character that's ace. It's like, so what? Peridot, Steven Universe. There is a like children's Steven Universe book that they released that I kind of looked into. It was about fusion, and fusion is like Steven Universe's metaphor for sex, essentially. Like that's what sex is in Steven Universe. Like Steven has sex with his dad in Steven Universe, and Peridot is sort of brought in as like a character. They do a whole episode about it where it's just blue balling the audience and saying fuck you, where Peridot comes in and they're like, I don't really like doing fusion, doing a big fusion dance, not really my thing, and they're the only character to like have those open-ended, like, what do their fusions look like? What could it possibly be? And I appreciate them for like cucking the audience like that. But also that book, sorry, what I was trying to say before, that children's book, they bring up like, and you know, not everyone likes doing fusion, it's not everyone's thing, and Peridot is there, and they're doing a little thumbs up. I don't respect Peridot for being responsible for like the Gerblin person,
Lemony Snicket,
and like that genre of human, but maybe I'll put these guys both in A. I think they're both really good. They're not the best of the best, but they are both fantastic, I think. They're both lovely. I'm a big fan. Sheldon Cooper, I've seen this. A few people on like Reddit have said this. I think when you went to Google, Sheldon Cooper would show up when you searched asexual characters for a bit. D tier, go fuck yourself. I don't think anyone should ever be compared to Sheldon Cooper. I think if you are... That's what brings people to go on like R9K and shit. That fucks someone up. I don't think Sheldon Cooper should be representation for anything. Fuck Sheldon Cooper. Bazinga. This bitch from the Owl House, I didn't even write down what her fucking name is. They were confirmed to be asexual in an interview or a Q&A panel or some shit. I don't fucking care. It's a Disney show. It's for children. What does having a character be asexual mean in that? There's a big thing of like, how come every asexual character in media is also aromantic? If this character is not aromantic, what's the point? Because you're not going to show other characters in the Owl House having sex. You're not going to show her talking about not having sex. It's made for kids. Who fucking cares? It doesn't mean anything. It's another one where it's just like, queer rep. This character's queer rep because I said so. We put a queer character in. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't change anything. And I didn't even mean specifically the Owl House. I think there's a lot of shit that comes under that. There's a lot of shit where it's just like, there's no point. It's made for like, you know, you're not gonna do anything with it. It's pointless. The Doctor from Doctor Who, apparently he does. Is it the latest one to make the Doctor black? That's based. I can't ever see a scenario where someone goes like, oh, you're asexual, like the Doctor from Doctor Who. I think that sucks. Like, it's true, I guess, like by definition, they are asexual, because I'm sure he doesn't give a fuck about sex. He's busy time traveling and whatever the fuck the Doctor does. Fucking maybe C, maybe just because it's like I can't fault them for it, I guess. Like, it's like fucking sure. Maybe I'll put her in C. I think she didn't do anything wrong. She's fine. We gotta loosen up a bit. We're gonna fill up C a bit more, I think. Yelena from Marvel Comics. In an interview, Yelena's creator, writer Devin K. Grayson confirmed her asexuality when stating, Yelena is probably more likely to identify as asexual than to follow Nat's romantic path. Additionally, in her solo series titled Black Widow, Pale Little Spider, Yelena is asked by another character whether or not she identifies as a lesbian, and Yelena responds saying, no, I'm not a lesbian, I'm not anything. In December 2021, Grayson further confirmed Yelena's asexuality and aromanticism, addressing the lack of explicit mention of the terms in the character storylines. Grayson stated that as a Russian, Yelena may not be Fuck!
Grayson stated that as a Russian, Yelena
May not have been exposed to terms like ace and aro, and if she has thought to question her sexuality at all, I feel pretty confident that she'd keep her conclusions to herself. Okay, reading that, I actually think that's way more based than what I previously thought. That's fucking awesome. I love the idea that they have put thought into the fact that she hasn't said that she's ace, because, like, it'd be jarring for a character that, like, fucking grew up in Russia to do that. I thought, from my understanding, that applies to, like, that one version of her in the comics, but that's the character's creator. And because people have pushed this onto, like, the movie version, I've seen people trying to ship Yelena with Hawkeye from the movies, and everyone's like, fuck you, she's Aro Ace, you fucking piece of shit. The Black Widow movie has, like, a line where she talks about how, like, her, like, inside girly parts got, like, surgically torn out of her, and it's played for a joke. I wasn't a fan of that. I kind of like that. I have lots of respect. Like, honestly, like, reading that's well thought out. I'll give that an A. Yeah, I don't think there needs to be more done than that. That's pretty fucking good. That's good shit. Godzilla. I don't think Godzilla has anything to fuck. I don't know what Godzilla can fuck. Automatically animals and children. But Godzilla can't really fuck anything anyway. Godzilla's too big. Godzilla's dick is as big as the Eiffel Tower, so they could have whatever Kendrick Lamar said. The robot from iRobot. I haven't seen this movie, but I'm going to make an educated opinion based on what I have seen of this movie. Based on, I'm gonna make an educated assumption here. Yoda. I think Yoda's species is like one of the only things in Star Wars where they haven't made like a billion fucking like backstory bullshit about it, because it's supposed to be mysterious. You're supposed to not know who he is. But Yaddle exists and Baby Yoda exists. That's all I'm saying. Like, if he could fuck, he has, and he's impregnated a woman. So I think his backstory is so hidden and not explained that him being asexual is like one interpretation of his character, honestly. Emperor Palpatine, like, I think there's a big theory that like Palpatine is like Anakin's dad or something. I'm not searching this shit up, it's fucking Star Wars lore. But Palpatine's Rey's dad, but I think Palpatine, like, he uses like force magic to impregnate people. He doesn't fuck. Oh, I have to think of a reason, like, why he is asexual. That's how that works. I have to put him with like the Doctor. I have to put him up there. I put Spider Bitch up there, and she's like evil. Palpatine has to run by the same rules. Fuck. Palpatine's C. Palpatine's C. Fuck it. By definition, he's C. Fuck it. I'm SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. According to an interview with Stefan Hillenburg in 2002, SpongeBob is neither gay or straight, but is in fact asexual. This was once again clarified in 2005 because of controversy regarding SpongeBob and Patrick's sexual orientation. Hillenburg also instructed that SpongeBob should never have a love interest or romantic relationship since he is asexual, as some real-life sea sponges are, and too innocent for it. I think in, like, 2 years, we'll get an episode where SpongeBob falls in love with a random character. Stefan Hillenburg, whatever his name is, he said SpongeBob shouldn't have any spin-off shows. SpongeBob shouldn't reference pop culture. The Patrick Show came out, and they have an episode where they reference the Nostalgia Critic. It's all about the Nostalgia Critic. So I think he's a children's show character. He's a children's show character. Obviously, the creator is going to come up and say, "No, I don't think SpongeBob has sex. No, I don't think SpongeBob, like, he's characterized to be like a silly little boy. That's his thing. He's like a little boy. Obviously, he's not like SpongeBob is gay. SpongeBob is gay as fuck. SpongeBob is gay for Squidward. SpongeBob is gay for Patrick. No one is looking at SpongeBob and saying, like, wow, he's so asexual. No one's looking at asexual people and being like, oh my god, like SpongeBob. SpongeBob is known for so many different fucking things that are not being asexual, and it is a children's show. They are never going to bring this up. They are never going to make a big deal out of it. Patrick's not going to have sex with his girlfriend. I don't want to put him in D, because, like, verbalizing this and explaining, like, yes, he doesn't fuck. That's Sponge. He's sort of a child, though. He's sort of a kid. He's essentially like he's essentially like a kid. Like, he's... Look at him! look at him. This is not an adult. This is not like, this is like, he's asexual in the same way like a little puppy is asexual. Like, it's my fucking list. He's going in D. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care if there's people on Reddit who go, oh, we don't get enough representation in media, and then someone goes, well, we have SpongeBob, like it's a challenge to own the most characters, and oh, we got SpongeBob, we own SpongeBob. Like, that doesn't mean fucking anything. It's my list. He's going in D. Fuck SpongeBob. He's a piece of shit. The Alien Queen from Alien. She reproduces. Oh, I didn't realize there's a little dude. She reproduces asexually because you see her with all of her eggs, and there is no alien king. Represent. Slay to her. Good for her. She's going in animals and children. Marvel's Gwenpool comes out as asexual, and literally no one cares. The third Marvel character on my list here. They represent Marvel fucking gets it. Sure, they made the Snowflake character, and no one liked that, but they've got ace rep. They fucking get it.
pronouncenames.com.
Thompson.
During writer Kelly Thompson's run on West Coast Avengers, Gwen entered into a romantic relationship with Quentin Quire. However, Gwen later admits that she only did so because she felt a romantic plot would make her less of a supporting character in the meta-fictional narrative of the series, and thus less likely to die. In 2023, it was then confirmed that Gwenpool was asexual and aromantic during her story arc in the Love Unlimited series. During this arc, she is in a relationship with Julie Power and discovers what it means to be asexual after Julie suggests the possibility. Based? This fucking rules? I love the idea of a Deadpool-type character going like, oh no, I just got in a relationship so like, they don't kill me off, because it'd be more of a like ballsy move from the writers. That's fucking hilarious. I love that. I haven't read a Gwenpool comic in my life. I think her design is rad. I think that's why she's a character. She was, I think she was started from a alternate cover, and people were just like, that's cool. I want that. But I think Gwenpool is like a very recognizable character. Like, I'm sure most people haven't read her shit, but I think people know who she is because she's like a combination of two existing things. Like, I think, like, the idea of this character just came out as asexual is like a big deal for a lot of people. I think that makes a good like post for everyone to be like, holy fuck, this thing just happened. So there was a post I saw. Someone had taken a screenshot of like a single page from one of her comics, and she's like, you know, she's the fourth wall breaking character. She's like, hey viewer, and she like turns around and sits on the viewer's face, and it's like, would an asexual character do this? And everyone on that post had all teamed together to say, yes, this is something one of my asexual friends would do. And they are right. I love that for her. She is going an S. I care about owning Gwenpool. I don't care about owning SpongeBob. Is the takeaway. Sans from Undertale. I am Sans from Undertale. I saw this on a few like Twitter threads where people were like, I'm listing off canon asexual characters, and some moron comes in and goes, what about Sans from Undertale? He's Era Ace. And people go like, based on what? Where did you see that? And the only response it gets is like, I think Papyrus is also Era Ace. And it's like, what are you basing that off of? That's bullshit. To compare, you know, to put this on the same level as Gwenpool, in Deltarune, Sans makes an I fucked your mum joke. And I like an asexual character doing that. That's very funny. That feels like genuine representation. I would make a joke like that. I don't think Sans can fuck. I think Sans is a skeleton, and I don't think the lightsaber penis is canon. I don't think that is based in canon. So, like, for the your mum joke, I would put him in, like, B. But, for him not physically being able to have sex, that sort of ruins everything. So I'm not going to put him in D, but I will put him on, like, the same level as Palpatine. C is a low C. C is, like, I don't really think it works, but I have respect for it. B, I don't know what B is. B is Spider-Bit. B is for Spider-Bitch. Darius from the Fox series Atlanta. This isn't canon. This isn't something that the writers have talked about in a interview or anything like that. Atlanta's a great series. Check out Atlanta. It's a really good show. After it finished, there was a lot of discussion on the subreddit about, like, is it possible that Darius is asexual? Is that a possibility?
I just finished season 3 and so far his character hasn't had a partner or hooked up with anyone or even shown any interest, if I have been watching attentively. Did I miss anything?
In the pilot, and again in season 3 episode 1, he mentions his balls getting smashed as a kid in Nigeria. Some people have implied that to mean that his sexuality was affected because of that. Others have, like you, implied that he is asexual. Or, I think that the writers knew a show starring 3 black men would probably have certain expectations in the minds of the audience. There are a lot of stereotypes about the hypersexuality of black men, and expectations of those characters. They probably wanted one black man who doesn't give a shit about having sex, to buck that media trend. I don't think the writers will ever directly address it.
I think it's low on his list of priorities. Sex is part of the experience of life for most but isn't some kind of daily goal for him.
Atlanta's a show where, like, characters will get into some, like, wacky, like, how the hell they get into the situation. It's, oh, no, I got in some situation with a crazy bitch, and Darius is, like, the one character where no one can see that happening to him, because the way that he interacts with women, I think, like, people will misconstrue, people in the show will misconstrue how he is coming off. But Darius, he just wants to, like, make friends with people. He's a chill dude. He's a chiller. Like the Champagne Puppy episode, he is, like, hanging out with the girl as if it's just any other person to him. There is no difference. And the fact that it's not the writers going, like, this character that we made, they're asexual. It's not that. It is a character where the viewers have pieced together, based on this character's, like, the way the character's been portrayed, this character might be asexual, and I think they work really, really fucking well. I have huge respect for this character. I love the way that they're written. I'm putting them in S. Perry the Platypus. I'll be able to edit the screenshot in. From what I remember, someone asked him, like, is there any LGBT characters in Phineas and Ferb? And he wrote, does Perry being asexual count? Or something like that. In the same way, it's like similar to SpongeBob, where it's like, obviously, he's not going to talk about the fact that his characters have sex or not, because it's a kid's show. So, like, I think even, he wasn't, like, fishing for rep when he responded to that. He was just saying, like, I guess technically, obviously, Perry is going in Animals and Children, but, like, can Perry fuck? He's a sentient spy platypus that is, like, super intelligent. He's kind of the only of his kind, in the same way that, like, Godzilla is. Where, like, if Perry wanted to have sex, and he had sex with another platypus, is that like, okay? Cause that being doesn't have the same level of intelligence at all that Perry does. Perry is, like, much closer to a human than a platypus in terms of intelligence. Like, I think if you're going to bring up the idea of sex with Perry the Platypus, you have to imagine him asexual, because the moral dilemma is, like, horrible. You have to imagine Perry happy, you know, with his sexuality. But he's going in Animals and Children. So yeah, the main 3 things that I've noticed, we have, like, we have children's showrunners who have characters that are asexual because, of course they are, because what the fuck else, it's a show for kids. You have characters where the creators will just go, like, they're asexual for the sake of it, and it doesn't affect the actual character or the storyline or anything at all. It's just like, we need some rep. They're asexual, I guess. We have a lot of characters that are asexual by, like, coincidence, by, like, technicality, mostly in C here. Mostly in C here. I think it's a lot easier to, like, technically make a character asexual than it is to, like, whoops, I made a character gay. Whoops, this character likes sucking on big fat dick. Technically, good. And I don't think they count. I can't believe B is entirely spider bitch. I'm every tier. I'm getting jaw realignment surgery next month. I'm getting 4 wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm gonna be fucked up for all of November. But at the end of the year, I want to do a video ranking all of the movies I watched this year. When I watch movies, I've been writing them down, putting them in order from this is really good, this wasn't so good. I want to talk about them all end of the year. When I'm recovering, I'm probably gonna watch a lot more movies. So more videos coming up. More videos coming up. Stay on the space. More shit's coming. And next time you'll see me, I will look like a Sigma Chad. That's what I'm here to tell you. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.
Skibbity toilet.